Why is it that every time Gojo Satoru enters a scene, the rules of the world seem to bend around him? Why do antagonists plan entire lifetimes just to seal him instead of confronting him directly? And why, even in a genre filled with gods, curses, and reality-breaking beings, does one blindfolded sorcerer feel fundamentally untouchable? Gojo Satoru is not just strong, he is an anomaly, a living contradiction to the idea of balance itself. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Gojo isn't just the strongest character in Jujutsu Kaisen, but arguably one of the most powerful anime characters ever created. Jujutsu Kaisen is a story built on fear, fear of curses, fear of loss, fear of power that humans were never meant to control. And Gojo Satoru exists as the ultimate disruption to that fear. From the moment he's introduced, the series makes one thing clear. If Gojo is present, the outcome is already decided. This video will break down exactly why that is, not just through raw strength, but through technique, intelligence, symbolism, and the profound implications of what Gojo represents in the Jujutsu world. To understand Gojo's supremacy, we have to start with the foundation of Jujutsu itself. Cursed energy is built on negative emotion. It leaks, fluctuates, and naturally resists control. Most sorcerers spend their entire lives trying to refine it. Gojo Satoru was born already exceptional at it. The combination of the Six Eyes and the Limitless technique appears only once every several hundred years, and even then, never to this degree. The Six Eyes are not just enhanced perception. They allow Gojo to see cursed energy at an incredibly precise level, calculating flow, density, and efficiency in real time. This effectively gives him near-limitless energy usage without requiring endless reserves. Every action he takes is optimized to the smallest possible cost. No wasted output, no inefficiency. While other sorcerers tire, Gojo remains unaffected. Limitless, on the other hand, is a technique that manipulates space itself. At its most basic level, infinity creates an endless series of divisions between Gojo and anything approaching him. Actions don't stop, they slow down indefinitely. This isn't a barrier, it's the concept of distance made absolute. You are not blocked, you simply never arrive. Most anime characters rely on endurance to withstand attacks. Gojo doesn't need endurance, he denies contact entirely. That alone would already place him above most characters in fiction, but infinity is only the surface layer. Blue, red, and hollow purple take spatial manipulation to extraordinary levels. Blue forcibly pulls space together, compressing everything into a single point. Red violently repels space outward with overwhelming force. And hollow purple, the fusion of both, removes matter entirely by creating an imaginary mass that defies conventional physics. It doesn't explode, it erases. What makes this truly formidable is not just the power, but the control. Gojo can adjust scale, direction, and impact at will. He can devastate an area or precisely eliminate a target while protecting everything around it. Power without control is chaos. Gojo has both. Then there is domain expansion, the highest form of Jujutsu combat. Most domains are a gamble, a massive energy investment meant to end the conflict immediately. Gojo's domain, Unlimited Void, doesn't simply overpower an opponent. It overwhelms their consciousness with infinite information. You experience everything and nothing simultaneously. Time loses structure. Thought collapses under its own weight. This matters because Unlimited Void doesn't rely on physical harm. Toughness means nothing. Recovery means nothing. Even immortality becomes irrelevant if the mind itself is rendered immobile. In anime terms, this bypasses nearly every conventional defense. Now, a brief spoiler warning for manga content from this point forward. In the manga, Gojo's role becomes even more revealing. The world doesn't attempt to defeat him, it tries to remove him. Kenjaku, one of the most intelligent and ancient antagonists in the series, openly acknowledges that direct confrontation with Gojo is impossible. Instead, he orchestrates the Shibuya incident solely to seal him. Not weaken him. Not injure him. Seal him. That decision alone is one of the strongest narrative statements in modern anime. Gojo is not an obstacle to overcome. He is a force of nature to be contained. Even while sealed, Gojo's absence reshapes the world. The balance of power collapses. Curses grow more aggressive. Sorcerers fall more frequently. The structure holding everything together begins to crack. This tells us something crucial. Gojo is not just powerful in battle. He is the pillar maintaining stability. Compare this to other legendary anime characters. Goku grows through combat. Naruto draws strength from bonds. Ichigo evolves through hardship. Gojo does not grow stronger through struggle. He was born at the summit. His journey is not about gaining power. It's about understanding responsibility. This is where Gojo truly stands apart. He is fully aware of how exceptional he is, and instead of becoming distant or detached, he becomes a teacher. He actively works to raise a generation capable of standing on their own. Not because he fears losing power, but because he understands that a world dependent on one individual is unstable. That philosophy unsettles the higher-ups. Gojo doesn't just defeat curses, he challenges systems. He questions tradition. He disregards authority because he knows it cannot restrain him, and because he believes change is necessary. Symbolically, Gojo represents the end of inherited power structures. He is what happens when talent, opportunity, and freedom align. That's why his blindfold matters. When he covers his eyes, he limits himself for the sake of others. When he removes it, the world is reminded that limitations are often self-imposed. Even his personality reinforces this idea. Gojo is playful, confident, and relaxed because he exists beyond ordinary consequence. But beneath that is precision and awareness. Every joke hides calculation. Every smile masks readiness. He is never careless, only certain. Now let's talk about the popular fan theory that Gojo is simply too powerful to survive the story's end.